All right. As you can tell, we are back to this pen and paper thing teaching you. Technical difficulties made it to where I can't film in my classroom anymore, so I'll finish off these lessons here. If you'll look at your paper, hopefully you've printed off the notes that I put on there, the PowerPoints that I've got online for you for these lessons. You'll notice that the first part of that is what's called the 3 properties of logarithms, and I'll pull that up on my PowerPoint real fast, on my printout of my PowerPoint real fast. There are 3 properties of logarithms that you have to understand. This number 1 is log base b of m plus log base b of n is equal to log base b of mn. And I know that's kind of confusing for some of you, especially if you don't speak math real well, but what all it's saying is if you have 2 logarithms that are being added and they have the same base, you can combine them into just 1 logarithm by multiplying the inside pieces. And here's an example of that in action. If you have log base 3 of 5 plus log base 3 of 7, that's the same thing as log base 3 of 5 times 7, which is 35. Now, the second property of logarithms that you got to know is right here. It's log base b of m minus log base b of n. If it's subtracting 2 logarithms, you can combine them by dividing those pieces. That'd be m over n in that logarithm. Notice when you combine the logarithms, the bases do not change. You don't mess with that. You just keep it as log base 5, log base 3, whatever. And here's the example of that. You got log base 5 of 12 minus log base 5 of 4. Well, 12 divided by 4 is 3, and that's how you make it in 1 logarithm there. And the third one, and probably most important one, is the power rule. It says log base b of m to the p power. If you've got an exponent inside of a logarithm, that power or that exponent can come out front as a regular number. It'd just be the exponent times the logarithm of base b to the log base b of m. And here's the example of that. If you got log base 2 of x cubed, that's the same thing as bringing that exponent out front, saying 3 times log base 2 of x. Now I'm going to show you how to use these properties here in just a moment. And the most rudimentary way is to use it to solve equations. And that's what we're going to do in this next section.